Research shows that the power of connection is important to our well-being. Hello, my name is Felicia, and with me today are Keith and Rosalie. We are public health nurses from Durham Region Health Department, and we will be talking to you today about connections and why connection is important to your mental health.
Thanks, Felicia, for having us. Connection is an important topic. Having meaningful relationships in your life supports your mental health, and being connected to others supports your happiness and your ability to overcome life's obstacles.
Mm-hmm. And it's really important that we have connections and feel that sense of belonging in our community. There are things that we can all do to gain that sense of belonging and connection to others, connection to ourselves, connection to the broader community at large too.
So we know that the past few years has contributed to loneliness for many. Can you tell me more about loneliness and isolation?
Loneliness is an experience that's unique to each person, and it really has to do with the number of meaningful connections a person has in their life to help them feel that sense of connection and belonging. For each person, the number of people they need to feel a sense of belonging to is different. Some people may feel a connection with one meaningful person in their life, and that's enough, whereas others might need multiple people that they feel a really deep connection to feel good about themselves. We can start to experience loneliness sometimes, in situations where maybe you have lots of contacts on social media and people in your lives, but you don't have a meaningful connection to any of them, and that can feel like loneliness. So it's unique to each person.
I think that's a really good point. Feeling that lack of connection can lead to social isolation, and that can be physical or virtually. Because it is so unique, when we're looking at loneliness, it is unique to each individual. So each individual will need different things to combat those feelings of loneliness. And when you're feeling feelings of loneliness, this can be due to a variety of reasons. It could be something as simple as where you live, and this can really impact your mental health.
Would you then say that loneliness is a common experience for many?
It can be. There's certain times in our lives too where we're all going to experience loneliness, particularly, if you're moving to a new town, like you're just new to Durham Region, and even if you're new to the country even, these can be really significant times where you might experience loneliness. But also times in our life, transitions like having a baby or retiring from your job, or maybe you're experiencing a decline in your physical abilities as well. These are moments in our life when we're likely going to experience some loneliness. But if you're experiencing loneliness on a daily, regular basis, and it's starting to become chronic, it's time to take action.
And that's a good point, taking action, looking at your ability to connect with others to support your mental health, and how that can benefit you in your life.
So we all know that connections can take many forms. So connection to self, connection to others, and connection to the community. How then would you recommend that we start to improve our connections?
That's a really good question. When you're looking at connection, like you had said, there's a variety of ways that people can connect in their life. When you're looking at connecting with yourself, you can connect through mindfulness, the practice of mindfulness. That's really living in that present moment without judgment, and feeling that sense of self and that sense of connection. When you're looking at connecting with others, you want to look at your readiness and your ability to connect. And when you feel that readiness to connect, you can start with something as simple as maybe lunch with a colleague, or a walk in the woods with your family or chosen family, and being present in that moment. You could look at joining a club or a sport, to gather with people with a shared interest. And another thing, just with connecting with others, it's important to mention that, if you're not physically able to connect with others, you can virtually connect with someone and, weave that into your week or weave that into your day to make sure that you're connecting with those people in your life who really matter to you.
Yeah. And that's great. It's really important. And I think, too, we can even look at the connecting to the broader community and, how can I engage with my community to make connections and gain that sense of belonging in my broader community. So some great ideas could be things like giving back and getting involved, maybe volunteering at your local food bank. It could be things like getting involved with your, cultural group or faith-based group. Finding opportunities to connect, maybe organize sports at your rec center, things like that. Opportunities to get involved in something broader where you make connections on a shared interest and you can feel like you're giving back. That can be really fulfilling and help get you that sense of belonging. You feel valued and heard too.
Community connections can give you that bigger sense of belonging, and really at the end of the day it feels good to connect with people that matter to you. It feels good to have connections in your life that matter.
And this brings us to the end of our conversation for today. Thank you to Keith and Rosalie for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us today about the importance of connection to self, to others, and the community. Please go to our website at durham.ca/connection to get more inspiration, and you can also like or share this video to help others learn how to get connected as well. Thank you.